Okay girl, listen, before I ever touch a barbell or a Smith machine or honestly anything that looked a little too freaky for me at the gym, I grew my glutes with dumbbell only. So the next time someone tells you that you can't grow your glutes at home or you need super heavy back squats or all this machinery, let them know that if there's a will, there's a way, and there's always a damn way. I went from this, a little bit of booty, to a whole lot of booty, and I started off with dumbbells only. To this day, I still majority of the time use just dumbbells, and so dumbbells will get you a long way, okay? Because I love you, I'm gonna show you my favorite dumbbell only glute workout that will get you started on your journey. Okay, so boom, first thing we're doing are RDLs. Truly and genuinely, I hate RDLs, but I told myself a few years ago that I wasn't gonna stop doing RDLs until my ass hit that wall, and it hasn't done that yet, so I'm stuck doing RDLs still, years later, with the RDL. Your feet are gonna be hip width apart. You're gonna have a slight bend in your knee. Hinge your hips back until you can't anymore. Keep your hands close to you the entire time. Usually right below the knee is when you're gonna squeeze to come back up. So I like to work in rep ranges, so we're gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 10. If you can actually get to 10 and you're feeling like, this is easy, Soraya doesn't know what she's talking about, the weight is too light and I'm gonna need you to grab something a little heavier. Next up are sumo squats. We're gonna make sure our feet a little bit bigger than shoulder width, and then we're gonna slightly point them outwards. We're not gonna completely and entirely point them out like we're ballerinas. Squat down to grab your dumbbell. Down. Make sure that your knees are pointed outward, so don't let them cave in like this. All sorts of things are hurting when I do that. If you can do more than 10 and it feels like no sort of work whatsoever, you know what time it is. If I can do one exercise for the rest of my life, it would be single leg hip thrust. Nothing feels as good as doing single leg hip thrust. If our feet are too far apart when we're doing the hip thrust, we're gonna target mostly our hamstrings. If they are too close and our knee travels past our foot, it's gonna target mostly our quads. And we're trying to target the booty, so we're gonna make sure our foot is right below our knee so that when we thrust up, our leg is making a 90-degree angle. Our knee is gonna drive all the way to the top and then back down. The next exercise we are doing is step up. We're gonna grab a bench that's right about knee height. We're gonna grab our working leg and put it on the bench, and with the opposite hand to the working leg, we're gonna grab our dumbbell. We're going to grab on machine for stability. Once you're at the top, I want you to slightly hinge forward, and then I want you to squat back into a seated position until your foot taps the ground. And then I want you to use the heel of your working leg to push your weight back up. The back leg does nothing, it's just there for decoration. You're not a pogo stick, I don't wanna see nothing of this. And then I want you to remember to switch legs, because if you don't, you're gonna be a little lopsided. You're gonna go around telling people, Soraya's program made you lopsided. Now we're both gonna cry. You're gonna cry because you're lopsided, and I'm gonna cry for you because you're going around telling people I made you lopsided. How do you think that's gonna make me feel?